Hello friends, Intuitive Rene here, bringing you your daily tarot reading for Monday, the 12th of July 2021. And I thought we needed a bold and bright and beautiful deck to kickstart this week. And you can see that this is the Bonfire Tarot. Such an awesome deck. The back is black and white, but they are so colorful, they are so bold, and they are so wonderful. And I thought it's quite an appropriate deck for a Monday just to get the week started. So Bonfire Tarot, let's see what is the energy of the day. What do we need to know about today? The first card we have is the Page of Wands. Just look at all those apples. Sorry, the overwhelming apples, the green, bright green apples. There are apples everywhere. So, you know what they said, apple a day keeps the doctor away. What is she doing though? So, I don't know if you can see, she's made herself a little paper aeroplane. Okay. The paper aeroplane is on fire, but so is everything else around her. This deck is full of fire, and the fire represents enthusiasm and passion and excitement. What is the apples? Apples is nourishment. Okay. Apples is nourishment, it's food, it's all of those kind of things. So she's written all her dreams, written all her hopes, written all her aspirations on this little piece of paper. She's now folded it into a paper airplane, and she's now throwing it out there to the universe. And the Page of Wands, she's a little bit nervous, she's a little bit apprehensive, she's not quite confident in herself. She's not quite sure if if what she's written is enough, if it's too much, if it's okay, if it's not okay. So she's feeling like she's holding back a little bit, okay? And you can see that she's almost sitting behind this branch. So it's her safety net, it's her keeping her safe. So she's sitting in this apple tree. There is an abundance around her, okay? There is an abundance around her. Like I don't know if I've ever seen an apple tree with that many apples in it, okay? So there's an abundance around her. There's also this rope. So she's come to collect apples. She's taken 3 for herself, but she wants so much more. But her insecurities and her doubts and her fears, almost, if I can use that, is what's holding her back. But she's written her thoughts down on a piece of paper, and she's like saying, okay, maybe if I commit to what's on paper, maybe it'll happen. Maybe there will be some truth. Maybe I will have some success. So the way that I'm interpreting this for us for today, for Monday, is basically saying to you, don't let your insecurities stop you from achieving the things that you need to. Okay, you've got to dig deep, and you've got to find your courage, you've got to find your conviction, you've got to find your understanding, you've got to find your truth, and you've got to have enough confidence in yourself to actually carry it through. Don't let your insecurities, your doubts, and those type of things prevent you from actually exploring the abundance that is clearly available to you right here and right now. Let's have a look and see what our second card is. So the second card we have, I always laugh when the card is almost like, a confirmation of what we've just said. So it's judgment. We need to make sure that our insecurities and our own inner judgments don't prevent us from achieving our success. And that's what we've got here. We've got the judgment card. So a couple of things that I mean, this particular tarot deck is so full of symbolism, so full of imagery, and so full of, the more you look, the more you see. So I'm seeing the clock ticking, which means that we have a limited time. Okay, this judgment that we're facing, this judgment that we're experiencing, um, this insecurities that we're processing or that we're going through, it's time sensitive. So if we sit there like what she's doing, she's sitting in the apple tree, and if she continues to sit there for too long, she's going to miss an opportunity. That's what the clock is saying. Look at the dice that we've got here as well. And we always associate dice with gambling, we always associate dice with luck, we associate dice with taking chances and having success. The number rolled on the dice is a 4. And 4 is the number of stability, 4 is the number of structure, 4 is the number of all of those good things. Okay. And this is what we need to pay attention to. You can't just sit for the longest time and do nothing like what she's doing there. She's sitting in the tree. She should be harvesting her apples and eating her apples and supplying her apples, selling her apples, doing whatever it is she needs to do with the apples. But she's choosing to just sit in the tree and be nervous and be holding herself back. The judgment card is telling you that it's time. It is time for you to step into action. It is time for you to show off your talent, skills, and abilities. It's time for you to reveal your true nature. It's time for you to step forward and to be completely open and transparent about who you are, about what you do, how you do it, and not fear other people's insecurities, not fear other people's feelings. It's interesting over there at the back as well. It looks like I'm almost tempted to call it like a chess piece. So it's almost like we're hitting that checkmate moment. And we mustn't fear that. We mustn't be afraid of that. We need to embrace it. We need to acknowledge it. We need, oh, actually, you know what? I'm so wrong. Please forgive me. I've got a glare on the card. You can't see the glare, but I can see the glare. This is not a broken chess piece like I was thinking. It's actually a hammer that's being, struck once a decision's been made. Boom, struck the hammer, done. Okay. And again, so that makes sense. It's time. It's time that you embrace. It's time that you step forward. It's time that you initiate, work, drive, move, act. Okay. You cannot hide any longer. And it's so interesting if you look at this face. There are people here in her neck. There's people in her cheek, that cheek, and even on her forest. So she's hiding behind other people. She's hiding. She's afraid to reveal her true self. She's afraid for the judgment. She's afraid for what people might say, what people might think. And that's why she's keeping her apples to herself. So today, friends, Monday, it's definitely a day for jumping into action, getting all your plans in motion, moving everything forward, and initiating and driving and living the best life that you can. Let's have a look and see what our third card is all about. And we have the Knight of Coins. Okay, so Knight of Coins, he's very focused on action. He's very focused on the doing. He's very focused on who and what he is. I'm loving this little tortoise over here. And I know tortoises are quite slow, and everybody thinks that tortoises can't really move very quickly, and they seem to be quite delayed and quite slow. But actually, with persistence and perseverance, they often win. They often outsmart anybody and everybody. Okay, so they really do. We have a horse and a rider here. We've got the knight on the horse, moving forward, achieving, succeeding, and it's about persistence. It's about sticking it in. That's, I think, what the tortoise is longevity. Okay, sticking with the same thing for the longest time. Don't give up before you've even started. Actually, I think that's the message. Looking at all of these, don't give up before you've even started. Don't worry about other people's perceptions. Be who you are, be what you are, be confident, be proud. Be confident, be proud, and be brave. And just keep going, keep working on whatever it is you're working on. But don't give up before you've even started, because there is success for you. That's what this night is all about. This night is all about success. He's all about victory. He's all about achieving the things that are relevant and appropriate. He's got his armor on. Okay, his horse is wearing armor, so there's no chance of danger, there's no chance of discomfort, of anything. So you've got to be confident in who and what you are. Don't fear people's judgment, and don't be so super critical of yourself. Don't be so super hard on yourself that you are stuck in limbo and not moving, because the Knight of Coins is telling you, let's progress, let's move, let's be like this tortoise, and let's just keep going. And perseverance will pay off. Right, friends, I think this is a good get up and go kind of message. I do think that this is perfect for a Monday morning. And as always, with love and blessing from my heart to yours. Until we connect again, take care.